Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Your Miami Marlins.
So just about set now. Our starting pitcher in this one, Sandy Alcantara.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ian Happ leading things off and takes a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Slides, but it gets by him.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. First pitch, not close. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. Inside, just missed. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Happ gets his lead at first with nobody out. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And it remains 2-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Just off the inside edge. Alcantara, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Just missed. Man at first, one away. Runner on the move. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And downstairs. The 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Michael.
2 on, 1 out. Michael Busch now at the plate. And a curve drops in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the air, left field. Myers sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Dansby Swanson stands in now and watches strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And ball 1.
2 strikes.
First inning, and already up to 23 pitches.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that'll do it. Cubs strand a couple, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at the friendly confines. Pitching for the Cubs in this one, Shota Imanaga. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of his pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Xavier Edwards, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. That clips the corner. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now the number 2 hitter, Connor Norby. Snap throw to first. Back in safe, really close. Runner takes off. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third, the right fielder.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Jesus Sanchez in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Edwards leads off second with one gone in the inning. And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-1. Kicks and deals. That one finds the zone. 1-2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Amaya down to first with it. Got him. Two gone after the strikeout. Edwards up to third on the wild pitch.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. Even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that they're two outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
On the ground to the left. That's a base hit as a run scores. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Comes through with the RBI. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Matt Mervis getting ready to hit. Just missed. Inside. Nope, 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And another ball.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
That clips the zone. 3 balls and a strike. Two outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here at Wrigley Field, top of the second. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Alcantara back to work. There's a strike.
0-1's the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Fouled off down the right side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Right. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Ground ball right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, Gage Workman.
Gage Workman, the next Cub to hit. Workman getting to start at third in the 8th spot in today's lineup. He's actually a former Rule 5 draft pick. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 out, space is empty. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Alcantara gets the strikeout. And the Cubs are down in order. They're down 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That's in there. And it's 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
The 0-2. That one missed.
Damn.
Out to short. Swanson boots it.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Davison De Los Santos.
Davison De Los Santos digs in now. Swing and a foul out of play. That one the other way, and foul ball. On the ground, fair ball. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting eighth, the center fielder.
And now here is Derek Hill. Nasty pitch right there. And that's strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
0-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. No outs. Runners at first and second. And it goes just foul. And that one upstairs, ball one.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, Boog, that's an example of a good at bat without getting into the hit column. He saw a lot of pitches right there, and that can set your team up for success later in the game.
Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. In the dirt, blocked. And the runners will move up.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Myers at third. De Los Santos at second with 1 away. Fouled off. He was late. And that's downstairs and outside. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And it remains 2-2. 1 down, runners at second and third. Up the middle. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Back to the top of the lineup. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. Swing and a ball popped up. Horner on his way over. Nabs it. And that is the third out of the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Marlins 2 and the Cubs nothing. Top half of the third inning, and now it's Miguel Amaya.
Number 9, Miguel Amaya.
Right through there for a strike. Next one off the plate inside. And now it's even 1-1. In the air to left center. Myers on the move to the gap. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Ian Happ up to hit. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. Hill makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle.
2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Foul ball there. Two outs. That's hard hit on the line. Sanchez makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at Wrigley Field as we go to the last of the third. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. That one hit the knees for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out. Jesus Sanchez,
the right fielder,
the next up for the
7,
Marlins. He's 0 for 1.
Sanchez.
And that's way high. And that's ball 1. One out, base is empty. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Tucker hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Second baseman.
Here's the second baseman. Jonah Bride doubled his first time. So Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that's in the dirt. And the count now 2-0. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that's a fair ball.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Mervis.
And at the plate for Miami, Matt Mervis. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. They say you win.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. 1 left for Miami. They're up 2-0. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now it's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Sanchez makes the play, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Michael Busch, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
And that's in there at the knees.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. That's a hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
1 down. And now it's Dansby Swanson. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Fastball for a strike. Busch leads off first with 1 away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter number 2, second baseman.
So here's Horner now. Grounded out his first time. There's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
1-1.
In the dirt. The Marlins leading by 2. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that is that. 1 left for the Cubs. And they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Line to left. Pat hauls it in for the out, and there's 1 down.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Next is the designated hitter, Davison De Los Santos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
All 1's the count.
Just missed.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside.
Ball,
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-2 now. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
That's to third. Fair ball. Around first, digging for two. The throw into second, and he's out.
Got him. That's an out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here at the friendly confines. Top five, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Pete Crow Armstrong. Alcantara back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Gage Workman in the air, center field. And it's caught for the out.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Miguel Amaya. Fly to left his first time. Missed with a changeup. 1-0. And another ball.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Crow Armstrong leads off first with one away. That gets by him. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Off the mark there, and it's 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's off the inside edge. 3-2 now. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Runners are at the corners. One away. Foul will see another payoff pitch. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boone. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases loaded with one away. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Golden opportunity right here. That pitch gets the corner. Strike one. Bases loaded. One away.
Ball one.
Squirts away a little bit.
1-1.
No advance. Good job behind the dish. That's too low. 2-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. One run's in. The second run scores. It's 2-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runners at the corners here, one away. And now, Seiya Suzuki. Yeah, that's fouled off. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Runners at the corners, one away. And we're at the top of the fifth. Runner on the go. And the count 1-2. Two on, one out. In the dirt, 2-2. On a line out towards center. Hill pulls it in on the run. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-2.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Check swing, called strike. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Andrew Nardi getting ready to go. Martinez also throwing. That one lifted to left. Myers makes the grab. And that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 2. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a strike in there. And it finds its way through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Edwards.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
So digging in, Connor Norby. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground right side. It's through for a hit. Here comes the throw. The tag. And he's out.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. That's in there. 0-1. Step off throw to first. Norby back on a dive.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
That's off the inside corner. And the count 1-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Seth Martinez.
Number 61, Seth Martinez.
Well, one-run game. Swanson digs in.
Dansby Swanson.
And there's a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. Action in the pen down there. Andrew Nardi getting loose out there. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the grab on the run. 1 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And a bunt towards third. And that goes foul. swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it looks like trouble. Around first, heading for two. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
One out, runner at second. Crow Armstrong will hit next. Pickoff move to second. Horner back in on a dive. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Horner over at second, one down.
One ball, two
in
strikes.
the dirt. Tapped softly on the ground. Fires to first on the run. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference. And with the speed running up the line, you got to be perfect, and right there, he just couldn't get it there in time.
Gage Workman, the next Cub to hit. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. Fought off foul. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Pitch misses. Now 2-2. Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with two strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
0-1.
Two on, two outs. And that is out of play. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the sixth. Leading off, Jonah Bride. And he takes one right on the black. It's 0-1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Tyson Miller up and loosening in the pen. Hodge warming up as well. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 0-2. Just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Outside. 2-2. Just misses there.
That's a really good take.
Matt Mervis in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing, and he popped it up. Puts it away for the out.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
And that one fouled off. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So 2 down now, and here is Dane Myers. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 2. Andrew Nardi gets the call from the pen.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 43, Andrew Nardi.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ, former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati, grew up in Pittsburgh. That misses. Ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That one ripped. Makes the grab, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. That clips the corner.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Next offering upstairs. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a pop-up. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And it remains a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching for the
We're
Cubs.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyson Miller.
Tyson Miller.
Well, one-run game. Now it's the DH, Davison De Los Santos.
De Los Santos.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So up next, Derek Hill. Trying to bunt his way on. Down the line, and it's foul. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now the catcher up to hit, Nick Fortes. Fly ball center field. And that is that.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Bender.
Anthony Bender.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Busch. 1 for 3.
Michael Busch.
It's in and out of his glove, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
The batter, the shortstop, Dansby
Swanson stands in. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings and misses. And that is strike one. Miami's bullpen with some action. Ronnie Enriquez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Tinoco, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. That's
One
down
ball,
and in.
2 strikes.
Goes down looking. Here's Nico Horner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And that's outside. And that is ball one.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
This one in the dirt. Tag safe. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base, now just 90 feet away.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. 2 outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back here at Wrigley Field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Miller back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fastball for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And just misses with that one. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Ryan Presley up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Out to short. In time to Bush. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. Inside, and that's ball one. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next offering is in for a strike. And fouled off.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tyson Miller done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Here's a
Cubs.
new pitcher from the pen, Caleb Thielbar.
Caleb.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jonah Bride. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And there's two gone following the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base. But job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
So digging in, Matt Mervis. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Just missed. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position. Swing at a ground ball. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Marlins.
and here comes the closer, Calvin Fauché.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
So digging in, Gage Workman.
The third baseman, Gage Workman.
There's a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
And the sweeper is off the plate. Fought off foul. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. One up, one down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Miguel Amaya getting ready to hit. First pitch, and it just misses. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. And off the base of the wall.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Go ahead run on base. And the batter now, Ian Happ, the Happ Daddy. That's a little bit low. One away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. That one clips the outside corner, and it's 1-1. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Happ lays off.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Kyle Tucker in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Back to work, 3-2 now. And a base hit right there. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Next to hit, Kyle Tucker. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Ripped on a line to center. Brings it in. 2 down. High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki.
Suzuki.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
On the ground to third. Dives, but it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. That one almost got him.
One ball, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 5-3.
Back-to-back base hits. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Calvin Fauché gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Ronnie
Marlins,
Enriquez comes on now.
32.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
First and second, 2 outs. And here comes Dansby Swanson. That one misses. And that's ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. And another ball.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
And there's a ball.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. That one's in there. Strike one. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Slice the other way and foul.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down. Kind of goes with that saying, but stranding these two runners in scoring position right here, it feels like it's a must if they stand a chance to win this game. He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
The other way, calls it in to end the inning. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Marlins 3. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Presley.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Here's the left fielder, Dane Myers. Presley, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. And that one is downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Popped up right side corner. Should have this one. Drops into the glove. 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Davison De Los Santos.
He's 2 outs away. Davison De Los Santos digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
The Fish trailing by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9. There's a strike. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low. Struck him out swinging. And the Marlins with just 1 out left.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter. The bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Hill stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. They're down to their final strike. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The Marlins down to their final strike.
2-2.
And that one is in the dirt. And the count's even at 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's
Now
got the
batting,
dugout fired
the
up
catcher,
down there.
Nick
Down to the last strike, and he comes
Forte.
up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
2 outs, runner at first. Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. In there at the knees. 0-1.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. The 1-1 is fouled off. The tying run at the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
A 5-3 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and towing the slab here, Sandy Alcantara.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Myers. And there's one away. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
And he grounds one back up the middle. And Tucker is retired.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
2 outs, base is empty. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. And ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Inside, almost got him. 2 outs, base is empty.
Count is 3-2.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a
foul. They got him, and that will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here with my pal Singy. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Shota Imanaga. What do we have on him?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
We go to the bottom of the first. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Right through there for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Fouled off down the right side.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now a chance for Connor Norby. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball there. Edwards aboard here at first with nobody out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Ball that's outside.
the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And time now for the Marlins lineup. It's Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The skipper's loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And that's in there for strike one. Man at second. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is down low. That one missed.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
So 2 down now, and here is Jonah Bride. Pitch is in there. Strike one.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Man on second, 2 down. Up and in, 1-2 to count.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
On the ground to short. Tosses to first. Inning over. So nothing on the scoreboard through 1. We're back on the show from Wrigley in a few. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Michael Busch. Busch goes 6'1", 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that's outside. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. That's to third. Slings it across. And a quick out, number 1.
That is fifth. The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson stands in. That's in for a strike. That one fouled off. Second inning here, no score. And it skips into there. This one in the air right field. Sanchez gets under it. That's out number 2.
Batting 6, the second baseman.
Here's Nico Hoerner. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That one outside, and it's 2-1. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Man at first, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. In the air, right field. Sanchez ranging after it. He's got it. And that's the third out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at the friendly confines. We head to the bottom of the second. And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. Shota back to work. In there at the knees for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one not close.
2 strikes.
Ball 1.
Two to count.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. First pitch misses. Mervis on at first, nobody out. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. And that misses as well. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
The designated hitter.
And now here's the Marlins DH, Davison De Los Santos. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Inside,
That's
just
inside.
missed. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Strike 3, got him swinging. And that is a big first out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now the center fielder, Derek Hill. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that one clips the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That misses. Going to count 1 and 2. 1 out. Runners at first and second. In the dirt, but kept close. But no advance from the runners. A little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
And here is Nick Fortes on the inside corner for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. The next offering misses. Now 1 and 2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. And there's the ball.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 out, base is full. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Oh, look at the stop. Off balance feed, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Gage Workman. Swings through that one for strike one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Ball two.
This one high in the air to left center. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 9.
And here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. Right through there for a strike. Top of the third, no score. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Norby settles under it and makes the catch. Out number 2.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. He's 0 for 1. First pitch just misses. This one in the air. Corrals it. And that is that. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And we're still knotted at 0. Bottom of the inning. And now Xavier Edwards.
The shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Outside. 1-0.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Bunting for a hit. And a foul ball. That's a little bit low. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Right side, Horner. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal block. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That's down and in. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Amaya makes the grab. 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Struck out swinging his first time. To the right side, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And safe at second. He beats it.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Jonah Bride, the next to hit, grounded out to short in his first trip. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Just missed.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. Start of the 4th. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Number 30. Kyle
Tucker, who's been an all-star and a gold glover. Fouled off left side. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Outside low. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Next offering way off the plate.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
To third, Norby. To first, leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Seiya.
And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Walked his first time. A changeup missing, and that's ball 1. 4th inning underway, no score. And there's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hard hit left side. In plenty of time to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. 0 for 1 so far. That one's in there, 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is outside.
That's ball 2.
right back to him on the mound.
Oh.
Sends it to first, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly, and we are still scoreless. Here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Matt Mervis. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Nope.
Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Caught him looking for the K.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
At the plate, Dane Myers. And that one hit to first. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Davison De Los Santos.
So now the DH spot, Davison De Los Santos. Struck out swinging his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-0.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Hey.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one
Ball
missed.
2.
And now it's filled up. Swing and a ball popped up. Workman. And makes the grab. And that's the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Alcantara back to work. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Cubs just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Off the plate, inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And delivers outside. It's a leadoff walk. And that's the go-ahead run.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Go-ahead run on base. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's outside. Ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hooks it away for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. And there's a foul ball.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Strike 2. Man at second. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. In the dirt, and the runner holds. Runner edges away at second. High fly ball out to left field. Myers has this one sized up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Gage Workman.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now at the plate, Gage Workman. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Left field. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Derek Hill.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Keegan Thompson up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brazier also getting ready. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-2 is the count.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. He hit into a double play his first time up. Hit in the air left field. coming on is Happ. He's there to make the catch. And there are two down.
Now batting.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Edwards, the next to hit, takes outside. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
The 1-1. Looked like it was a little bit up.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Pulls that one foul. Pitch misses, and the count's full. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Out in front and foul to the left side. Here's a 1-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one a little bit high, and that's ball 2. And that's outside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
Go ahead run on base. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Tucker, has grounded out a couple of times. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Digging in, Seiya Suzuki. Yeah, that's fouled off. Missed with a changeup. 1-1. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Anthony Bender, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Tinoco also throwing. Two on, one out. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now the Cubs' four-hole hitter, Michael Busch. He's grounded out a couple of times. That's in there. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Happ at second. Tucker at first. 2 out of the inning. Hit hard on the ground is short. They take the force out, and that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Keegan Thompson.
Now
he's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Thompson.
And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby.
The third baseman.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That's in there. That's strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Tyson Miller up and throwing. Hodge getting cranked up as well. And that's a little bit high, and it's 1-1. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Swanson under this one. Makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 7, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And downstairs. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. A little bit high. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike. That's in. Ball 2.
And that is out of play.
Well, that's off the plate.
Well, on this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Three-1 is on the way. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only
Now
one
batting,
away.
the first
Well, that was an
baseman.
important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
First and second, one out. Matt Mervis will hit next. That misses the
that's out.
zone, and that is ball one. Swing and a foul out of play. Runners at first and second with one gone. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one inside and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit
Now
him.
batting, the left
The
fielder.
bases all loaded up. Dane Myers
Myers.
getting ready to hit. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. And that one upstairs.
Counts 1-0.
Two outs. Right through there for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The 1-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, top of inning number 7. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. In the air, right field. Sanchez gets under it. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
The batter number 2, second baseman,
Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. He is singled, and he is flied to left. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Crow Armstrong in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. High fly ball out to center field. Hill makes the play, and it's out number 3. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Ryan Brazier.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Derek Hill now at the plate. He is struck out, and he is walked. And fires in a fastball at 95. Next one in the dirt. This to third. In time to Bush, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
The catcher number 4, Nick Fortes.
Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 2 away now.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Edwards stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Two down, nobody on. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Started after it. Appeal to third. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. That one way inside.
The count is full.
Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance. Miami down in order, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Bender.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, one-run game. Gage Workman digs in now.
Gage Workman.
Hard liner. And it's into the gap. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So a change being made at first base. Pinch running here, John Birdie.
John.
And here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya.
There's your strike. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Move to first. Birdie back in on a dive. The 0-1. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. He'll circle the bases. It's 2-1. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Back to the top of the order now. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. And that's outside. 1-0. Next offering is fouled back.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Miami's bullpen with some action. Andrew Nardi, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Tinoco, the right-hander, also getting loose. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top of the eighth. Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Anthony Bender departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the Marlins.
Jesus Tinoco gets the ball now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. 1 for 3. And a swing and a miss.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And now 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. In there for strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
1-1.
That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. The next pitch misses, and now it's 3-2. Right side, hard hit. That's out number 3. Cubs had 2 on this homer, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tyson Miller.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading up for the Marlins,
Connor Norby getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So the tying run in scoring position now. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonah Bride.
And now Jonah Bride. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And that misses. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Presley up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. So the tying run at second. Lifted in the air, right field. Tucker should have it. Brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Mervis.
And up next for Miami, Matt Mervis.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Right through there for a strike. In for a strike. And the count 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Not close with that one. And the count now even up. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Michael Busch.
Tinoco back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Inside, almost got him. Ripped to third and picked on a hop. Fires over to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
The batter, number 7, Dansby Swanson.
And next for the Cubs, Dansby Swanson.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
The shortstop takes the ball. That's off the inside corner. 2-0. One down, base is empty. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that's just foul.
Ball 3.
And he walked him.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Nico Horner will hit next. First offering. Runner goes. Pitches low. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base. Man at second. That just misses. And now 2-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Up next for the Cubs.
Now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Fought off foul.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
And that's downstairs and outside.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And they're all loaded up.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jesus Tinoco won't go any further, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for
Ronnie Enriquez taking over on the mound.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
John Birdie at the plate. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. And that drops in for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Next pitch is downstairs.
Right through there for a strike. I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Up and in. It's 2-2.
2-2 the count.
So they're all loaded up. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. It was a 2-run homer for him in the 8th. That was a huge swing in the late innings of this one, Singy.
Yeah, it was a critical moment in the game, especially considering the inning. They needed it, and he really came through.
Line and a base hit into right. 1 run's in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. And they're up by 3.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here at the top of the 9th. just missed. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Andrew Nardi, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Martinez getting loose as well. Ball to strike. The pitch to the right side, and that one handled, and the inning is over. So 2 runs, only 1 hit, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 4 and the Marlins 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Presley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Now the left fielder, Dane Myers.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Swings through that.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter,
Davison De Los Santos. Now at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And now 1 away. He's 2 outs away.
Batting,
here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Myers over at first with 1 away. Just off the inside edge. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Out to center. Crow Armstrong moves after it. Makes the grab for the second out.
The catcher, number 4, Nick Fortes.
Marlins down to their final out. Now it's going to be Nick Fortes.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Presley is just one strike away. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that wraps it up for this afternoon.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long